What is up, peoples of the YouTubeverse? Just ate me some good old meal. Had some pasta with some legumes and some mussels, which is pretty much shellfish, essentially, when I say mussels, because I know it can be hard if it's translation. So when I say mussels, it's not English for like physical muscle. For those who don't speak English well, it is a shellfish. We call them mussels. So, yeah. Anywho, off for that. That's not what I'm talking about today, is what I'm eating and stuff. I am talking about something I kind of was looking into last night and hearing about for the first time. The direwolf thing, man. That's cool, I guess. That is very cool. I like the idea that they can do all this. They're the same guys who did the woolly mouse, or the woolly mouses is what I like to call it. Pretty much I'm talking about Colossus Biometrics and so on. These guys, I was more excited about the woolly mouses thing, because that's just cool. It's showing that how science with genetics can really like help things, and done the right way, it can be great for medical advancements for just people and animals alike. You know, it can help vets as well, this kind of stuff, learning about this and understanding this more. My big concern about the direwolf thing is that we've seen this before with the liger or the tigon. So depending on the mother or the father, it'll be a liger or a tigon, which is a combination of tiger and lion. Now these things also, like they are talking about, like Colossus is talking about with their direwolf thing, and we'll get into how it's not real direwolf as well. They did a great job doing something amazing. They made a new species of wolf that is similar to a direwolf in some ways, but it is not a direwolf. I believe they're using these terms a lot, and they're really pushing the word direwolf because it's great for funding, and people want to see a direwolf again, you know, especially fantasy nerds and stuff. I'm a fantasy nerd too. A real direwolf would be cool to see. So they're kind of making a somewhat direwolf, using the genes of a gray wolf, and then whatever sort of remaining genetics they can find from actual direwolf samples and fossils. From what I've understood from their talking and interviews, it come from a tooth, parts of it, and then the other parts come from an inner bone that all mammals pretty much have along the ear, near the skull kind of thing. It's an inner ear bone kind of thing. So they took that, pretty much mixed that with a gray wolf, and we got this new direwolf thing. Just like with the woolly mouse, when they took the mice and put the genetics of a woolly mammoth into it, that was pretty cool. I'm a little worried about this, because like I said, with the tigers and the lions mixing together to make the liger or the tigons, they don't do well. They usually live 3 or 4 years. There's a lot of heart problems with them. The muscle mass actually becomes a problem, and the reason why they have heart problems is because the muscle mass actually winds up pushing against their own chest and stuff so much, it causes a lot of health problems. As they're talking about the wolves, they're about 8 months now from what I've last heard about. The oldest ones. They have 2 males and a female. The female is only 6 weeks old or something like that. So we don't know what might happen here. And by the sounds of it, they want to do more and more, which might be dangerous, you know? It's one thing to have a couple and then let them live their lives and then let that be. But I heard something in an interview where they're trying to just let these things breed regularly. And nature doesn't really have any need for direwolves nowadays. They did then, at that time, but to make such a large, imposing creature, it may not even exist outside of captivity, because if they're all bulky and slow and can't move right, they're not going to catch a rabbit. How is it going to hunt down food? They're going to become scavengers. And what will wind up happening is it's very possible they can poach into human territory. We see it with the coy wolf, which is coyote and wolf combined, and that happened in nature due to human expansion. Now, the whole playing God thing and stuff, I'm going to be honest, we've been doing that with inbreeding animals all the way down to fish and stuff. These guys are just taking something that doesn't really exist right now and doing almost the same thing. I mean, this is where pugs and stuff come from, guys. I mean, dogs and cats that you see don't all look like that when they were found in nature. So they do have to be careful though, because this level of sort of like selective breeding and what they're doing can be dangerous just because of the type of creature they're using here. Now, again, I'm concerned about the animals too, because we do not know what problems can happen with genetic stuff. It can lead to a cancer very easily, because they're using very different times of stuff and all somewhat broken down genetics from bones and stuff, which is amazing they were able to do what they did with what they have. I'm not putting down, these are intelligent people. I am not making fun of them. I'm just worried about the selection and the choice of a large wolf species, another type of canine, Canis lupus times whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's just playing too big too quick may not be safe, is what I'm getting at. So I do hope everything works out very well. I am not a biologist. I am an animal caretaker, and very loosely, the most study I've done is into zoology and little bits of biology through high school and stuff. But my major was not animals. It's just always been a hobby, a passion since I've been a little kid, and I know a lot about it, and I've studied a lot about it. So this is why, coming from an outside of a scientific standpoint, a scientist like these guys are, I'm a little concerned. And I do know they have actually hired a bunch of staff that is similar to what my specialties are and stuff, and that's great that they're doing that. They brought a lot of very intelligent vets and people who understand zootics and stuff like that. So wonderful for them on that. Just let's take this one step at a time. Wonderful accomplishment. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. With that, this is just a humble hippie's opinion, extended about the de-extinction stuff, and I just pray and hope that this is going to be okay in the end. I hope that nothing happens bad to the creatures or the environment or to us from all this happening. With that, though, I don't want anyone to worry or feel concerned. Like, a lot of what I'm talking about and whatnot is not major earth-ending sort of scenarios. This is just, I'm worried about the safeties of the animals and nature, like I always am. And with that, peace out, because I gotta get back to work.